What's up, YouTube? So this is an interesting video. I got which NFL teams in history had the best wins at home the most? Now, if I say the Green Bay Packers, you could so see that because they won multiple championships. They were dominant. The frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, you know that old soggy butt field. It was tough. That was like a place that you just didn't win in Green Bay. So that's easy and believable. I'm gonna name out the teams and I'll come back and give my takes. And then the Bears. They won titles way back, the Highlands way back in the day, and they won their last World Chip back in '85. But they had success way back when. Then let's say the Giants. Well, you can see the New York Giants. I mean, multiple wins, dominance at once upon a time. So you could see that. We say the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, yeah, they won a lot of championships. Very successful organization. You can see that. Now this is where it becomes the Scooby Doo. Huh? The Detroit Lions. Yeah. Team that doesn't really have the best postseason track record and only last few years have actually gotten the credibility again, actually are in the top five. This is a crazy argument. Now, the Packers have a record 472 wins at home. That is believable. They were very dominant in different ends, of course. And of course, it doesn't hurt when you had a Bart Starr, you got to a Brett Favre, and then you had an Aaron Rodgers. We're going to see what Jordan Love does. Will Jordan Love be along those guys, or will he be like Lynn Dickey? We're going to see. But the Packers always have fielded a very successful front-running team at home. So this is one of those things where, not a surprise. The Bears' defense was dominant, and it was tough to win at Soldier Field and back in the day. So that's not a surprise when I think about that. They were, dominant. And, of course, the New York Giants had great runs, great eras, won multiple championships with Bill Parcells and Tom Coughlin, if you think about it in recent memory. So they've had great successes, what they've done. So they've been to quite a bunch of Super Bowls. So they were tough to beat in East Rutherford. I know it's hard to believe that now because they got the quarterbacks that nobody in their right mind. They're channeling a lot of the Cleveland Browns or leftovers. And so you wouldn't believe it if I told you now, but they definitely were a team that had something to work with, and so that one. And then the Steelers, of course, with the Steel Curtain, you go from the Bradshaw era, Swan Starwood, Franco Harris, Mean Joe Green, Donnie Shell, Mel Blount, Jack Ham, Youngblood, all those guys, those cats. And then with Chuck Noll all the way to before they got to Mike Tomlin with Bill Cowher, and they won their Super Bowl with Jerome Bettis and Ben Roethlisberger, and Roethlisberger won with Tomlin and all that. And then, you think about Hines Ward, all that great talent.